Test the microphone while the music's playing. 8-bit beats dropping in the background. A band-aid not sticking all the way around. Make my posts for my stories. What? Gotta put the links in your butt. Gotta copy and paste so some time you don't waste typing letters that you already typed. Copy and paste them, all feels right. Thought that beat would drop sooner, but it didn't. Like somebody's in the background going, oh! Pick a font that's legible. Paste it somewhere. It matters. Pick the right color that matches. Save it to my stories. What? Save to my what? Stories. Etc. Egon Spangler. Egon Spangler. Adam Sandler. Egon Spanglish. Next. Whoa, 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 lady. You can't just start singing your own words. That's what I do. That's what's going on here. You Ripley, find another song. Without words, please. Okay. All the posts are posted and ready to be received.
It's not difficult because it is hard to sit in the cross-legged position or contain enlightenment. It's difficult because it is hard to keep our mind pure and our practice pure in its fundamentals.
Good day, Pat. What you doing, you crazy cat? Got some pretzel beats dropping, and they're really slow. They're kind of slopping. Hey, pretzel guy. Shut it for a minute. Shut it for a minute. It's time. It's time. Hey, Space Goons, for the intro music. Think everything's good to go? Everything's good to go. And Pat Pro says hello from the other room. And Space Goonie says, hey you, I haven't seen you in the blue moon. Intro. got a shotgun and it's full of confetti. Wrong camera, everyone's steady. Oh, sync is right eyebrow, left eye. No, you're wrong. You're wrong. You're throwing off my eyebrow game. Oh, camera. Hey there, camera. What's it like in New York City, where everything is synced and nothing is too shitty? Close your eyes. Listen to my stream. It's no surprise. Every Tuesday night for you guys. And I put Milo in a box. Actually, I reused Milo in a box from like 2 years ago. Yeah, 2 years ago sounds a bit right. And yeah, now it's all, everything was in sync. It's my cat in a box. Okay, well, before I put the camera and the stuff on my lap to draw and everything, it's like, hey, let's sell some t-shirts. Shall we, Milo? Sorry to startle you all the time, but all the stuff is in the way. All the stuff is in the way. Now I got a good chunk of emails today saying, hey, all those shirts you designed and made and ordered to sell at the market, they're on their way. You know how we sent you some before? You sure did. Well, I put one on, and I have a few sparse ones, so if you are a Truronian, a Truroite, Trurocepticon? Truroformer? No. Truro. I'll come up with something later. But I'm sure there is something official, but I guarantee I don't like it. I think it is Truronian. I can't say that. And feel good about myself anyway. But regardless, I'm going to have some more. I had like 2 or 3 maybe different ones, like very few sizes. But yeah, some new ones are on their way, and this one will be there in whatever size this one isn't, because I'm wearing this one. Excuse me. I don't know. Maybe I'll resell it. I'll probably wear it at the market, but if I can get around the camera, I can't really. All right, let's throw off the perspective here. Sorry, Milo. I know that's weird. There we go. Maybe I can balance. And now the text is in the way, so let's real quick see if I can grab it. Okay, here we go. Hey, so it's one of the Jeff Goldblum rainbow shirts, and it's pretty great. Pretty great. And I'll move it back over here, and then we'll go to the drawing camera and get stuff in gear. And yeah, sadly, happily, but yet kind of sadly, I kind of had a box of them in my trunk when I went to see you guys. And I was like, oh, I should totally sell them to you guys for at least a discount, cheaper than, regular folks. No offense, regular folks, but so for the ones I have sold, I have sold for cheaper than I intended to. But yeah, they were in the trunk of the car. Car was at the hotel, and I was too lazy to be like, there's a bunch of stuff already going on here. I'm already doing my best not to steal everyone's thunder, as I have a habit of doing at events where I'm not the center of attention. I either go into quiet mode or like, oh, you want to hear stories? Then you're going to hear stories. And then people are like, we didn't actually want to hear stories. Like, somebody made me feel threatened that I needed to tell stories. We'll get you some discount money. Everybody else out there, go to Pat. Throw up the link in the. Can I point in the text area DM there that says? Is it called Upcycling by Jenny? Jenny's Upcycle Cycle. P&J Upcycling Factory. J&D Music Override System. Anyway, if they throw the link there and you're not Pat or Space Goonie, go there and buy some of the cool stuff. Hey, what cool stuff? It's so... I have things on my... But we've... Ripley. But yeah, can you see behind the gold bloom? It's hard to see. But follow her Instagram. I believe it's also Space Goody 42. And she's been posting a bunch of stuff this week that she's made in the past, and it's all great. Hey, that camera's not useful for anything, Ripples. Meanwhile, I haven't quite decided on something to draw yet for this week. So if we want to throw out some, I don't know, 80s nostalgia cartoon characters, and I want to do my best. I want to play a game of what can I do for memory today. I want to not look it up. The iPad is right here, ready to look things up. But I want to have some fun and play a little memory game with myself, because that's what you do sometimes. Come on now. Just a little bit of classic John Richards fun time, making dumb games out of things. Muppet Babies, done like dinner. Ooh, from memory. Kind of bit myself in the face on that one. From memory, you say. All right, I'm gonna make them weird anyway. I'm not, if anybody is new, mostly what I do here, follow no such thing as grownups on Instagram, and you'll see the weird versions of things that I draw. Some of them aren't super weird, some of them are a little bit weird, but we have fun. There's a sexy robot I was gonna put in a frame. There's a Spider Woman. That's not weird. She's just great. Dinosaur head. That's Dr. Dreamulus. She's a DJ in California. She also makes these weird, motivational videos, how to fix your life, how to get negativity out. I actually do want to get some of her buttons, but every once in a while I'll draw some stuff for her or of her, just because she is somewhat inspiring in her inspirational things. So who would have thought? Sometimes your inspirational stuff is inspirational. There's a hamburger. There's a Leia robot. There's a Goofy. See how weird that is? It's so not Goofy. But, and a Baloo. I still don't like that one. That Rainbow Bright, monstrous. What else did I do in here? Guess that was in my other book. Never mind. Did some other stuff. Regardless, we can't just draw pictures. We have a lot of stories to tell. My name is Curtis. If you are new, I draw things for a living. It pays my bills. It keeps this immaculate office immaculate. Somehow, some way, I see things in the world that are these bizarre little vignettes of madness that make me think, am I dead? And they're all ghosts. And everyone's alive and I'm just a weird ghost observing things. Or everyone else is dead and I moved into a haunted house and that's why I see these weird things. Or Truman Show. But sometimes right before you do a stream, somebody throws down a gauntlet. Hey Lego, my ego. If you check out my Instagram, I just stop motion some Lego over the weekend. Ooh, can I play it on here? Yeah. I don't have my other window set up, but check this out. Ego Lego. Five movies. So I went down to see my friends who are also talking in here. Thanks for the follow, Lego. My ego, your ego is Lego. It's made of Lego. Don't get prego from Lego, because your baby will be super square. But yeah, I got a gift bag from helping out with designing this app and leaving the house for once, leaving my home and going to the event. And then they gave me a little bago of Lego. And I got home and I can't just put it together. Hanging out with me and putting together Lego is wicked and annoying because I don't actually really want to build stuff. I just want to animate the things. Anyway, play. How's that blurry madness for you? So, that was like, an hour or two of my time sitting at the coffee table and watching some TV and play with my Legos. But like I said, follow the Instagram, No Such Thing as Grown-Ups, and you can see all kinds of fun stuff like that. Way clearer than how I just showed you, like a crazy person. Oh, that Foley was super, like, several people have been like, I love those sound effects. Like, all I did was I put like 3 or 4 Lego in my hand and just went in front of the iPad, just jiggle, jiggle, jiggle. This looks fantastic, doesn't it? Anyway, I did that with some Lego, and then I went, yeah, and that was it. That was it. Hey, Moxie Fox. Moxie Fox is the one who made sure those Legos went into that gift bag so that I didn't murder everybody in the room. And it's fine. I didn't. Everybody went home safe. So mostly I can just picture Kermit in Muppet Baby form. The rest of them I keep kind of picture them kind of older-ish. But let's see what we can do. Oh yeah, the little sailor outfit. Yeah, there we go. It's coming back. It's coming back. Some eyes on top of his head. Because he's a Muppet Baby. And he'll make his dreams come true. He's a Muppet Baby and he'll do the same for you. Well, the funny thing about getting the gift bag, I have a bunch of weird stories, but yeah, let's start with that one first. This isn't a weird story. This is the whole event. I already have a bunch of the swag that you get from being involved in some sort of thing that a company made. But what was amazing, actually, this is more of amazing. This is a brainwashing of humans. It's a magical thing that when you know what's happening, it's amazing. If you don't know what's happening, you just don't know, and you keep living your life oblivious, like most people. But we go to this event, sitting there with Kayla, the programmer slash chef, and then Pat and Space Goonie next to her. Oh, and Mel. So it's just like our little group of people that we know, and everything's cool. No one's gonna yell at us or be weird. They start talking about the thing. They being Moxie Fox and Phyllis and Kirsten, and hyping it up. Everyone's real excited. Everyone's loving all the things. We're gonna show some cartoons, and we're gonna give some things out. And before anybody even saw them, most people didn't even look at them, like probably until they got home. This is how amazing this was. Tara gets up on the stage. Moxie Fox gets up on the stage and is like, I got this big box of stuff I ordered. You wouldn't believe, these mugs are unbelievable. Like, they're so expensive. You're going to cherish these mugs. These are the greatest mugs. And people are literally like, you can feel the desire for these mugs growing in the room. Like, I am the only person, I think, in this room that does not want a mug. Like, I've already got one. 2, never used it. Maybe I put stuff in it over here. No, never used it. Most of my mugs I don't use. I don't drink coffee or tea, so it's only when I'm like, I'm gonna feel special and have my Milo mug or my Tinkerbell mug or one of those mugs on the stream. Yes, now you guys have 2 mugs that you don't have to fight over, but once the mugs started getting given out, I was like, oh yeah, I didn't take a number. I'm like, oh yeah, I forgot. I didn't take a number on purpose because I don't want any of this stuff. No offense, it was all wonderful and great, but I still have it here to give away, usually myself if I wanted to. And oh man, I don't know. Feli Pele Andre 51? Is that what that said? I can't. That name was too long and the screen is too far away. But you're a Fele Pele Andre. I don't know, but you're the 51st. But the competition started at 50, so you're the first. That didn't go anywhere. So anyway, people were definitely hyped up about these mugs. So much so that like a few hours later, a few of us are at the bar at the pub. Table is almost empty at this point, and Peyton, I think it's Patton. He was all like, hey, like, you know what? Like, I'm gonna look at it. I'm gonna take it out. Like, I know that I'm risking ruining this mug because it was packed real good and in a nice piece of cardboard. Like, that's what makes the mugs so special. Like, they're just mugs. They're just mugs. It's the same as the mug, the sexy dinosaur mug that Pat and Space Goonie fight over. The mugs that you can get at my Streamlabs store or at my society6.com/no such thing as grownups, where we have these Rainbow dinosaur shirts and a bunch of other dinosaur shirts and mugs. Cheered! Oh man. Okay. Too fast. Type something so I can read your name. But thanks. Holy snaps. Fele Pele Alex Andre. I read that in there that time. Alex Andre 51. Anyway, thanks for everything. You're my hero. So several hours later, Moxie Fox is finally gone. Even though the other two people, Kirsten and Phyllis, who are like, you know, associated with the reason that people are getting, they're just like, oh, like Tara's not around to judge us now. Like, Phyllis and they're the, whatever. You guys don't know. So Patton pulls it out. Hey, Patton, you watching this? That's right. Blowing up all your spots and all your lies. Like, I'm looking at it. So yeah, he was like pulling it out, and from what I recall, still very happy about it. Like, oh wow, like everybody was still like, that is a good mug. Like, no, she's just good at telling people things. She was a teacher. She convinced people of so many things. Like, you know, the amount of students that I ran into that were excited about projects that there's no reason to be excited about. Like, she tricked you. It's all body language and public speaking tricks. She just went to teacher school, guys. You just got taught to think those mugs are amazing. Now, again, I'm sitting here and basically like tearing down these mugs. They're still great mugs. I'm just saying that they're mugs. They're mugs, but like for hours, people are just like, yeah, we did it. Like, she kind of had a prize almost for everyone. Like, no, but we did it. Like, wow. I've never in my life seen people so impressed with swag. I've worked at a lot of businesses that were all about giving out swag. But anyway, like I said, super good time. Fun had by all. Everybody really enjoyed everything that they saw and everything they did. And that's it, yeah. It's being a good hype machine. Everything that you do enjoy in life, it's 98% hype and 2% effort and work. Suddenly, you know what? Forget what I just said. I wish I could push you away. Can I? There you go, little guy. Yeah, forget what I just said. It's not just a mug anymore. It is not just a mug. The stakes have just changed, you guys. Because, this just in. Yeah? What's that, Ripley? Yeah, no, I don't have the thing set up for you to talk to me anymore. So I'm just pretending, and you're just staring at me. Ripley? Are you typing it for me? Alright. You made them go ape. You said, get ready. Go ape, and they listened. That's why. But yeah, the mug wars are back on, alright? There's no Gizmo. There's no Stripe here. These aren't Mogwais, it's Mug Wars, and I'm winning. I'm winning because Space Goonie just said Hey, dear Tara, your stupid mug doesn't hold as much stuff as Curtis's awesome mug. Shots fired. Blap, 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 blap. That's not the noise you make. But anyway, yeah. Can't wait to see next year's mug, I guess. Or I guess you'll have to start another business, but you probably will. Challenge not accepted. Did you have a little tie? What was it? Oh, how did it go? It was like hanging down. Right? Sailor suits, man. Sailor suits. I'm so glad we finally live in an era where 50% of the cartoon characters aren't wearing sailor suits or just a pair of suspenders. They're like wearing outfits or no clothes, so they just make sense as an animal. Ooh, all right then. See if yours can magically add ounces of refreshments. Yeah, every old cartoon combination of clothing didn't make any sense whatsoever. But anyway, earlier I was saying, hey, let's push all this aside and have a different kind of fight. And then we were interrupted by some stupid fox face and her mug war. So the other war that I was about to start was sometimes you have a little show where you talk about how your neighbors are crazy, and you're like, hey, I've got more crazy neighbor news to talk about, unbelievably, but it just keeps happening somehow. And then some smug little ragamuffin troublemaker is like, oh, guess what? Check it out. Check out this little photo, huh? Look what I've noticed. Like, you can't notice anything. You live out in suburbia where you're not going to see anything except chipmunks and squirrels. You've got chipmunk and squirrel news, maybe some birds. You can't come at me with Space Goonie sending me a message like, check it out. We've got like some kind of white supremacy meeting going on across the street, and there's like just a lineup of like white SUVs, white cars, just all white vehicles. There's no noise. There's no screaming. Pretty sure they're just white vehicles. There isn't an actual supremacy meeting of any kind going on in Space Goonies neighborhood. That's what's going on. So here's what I do. Challenge accepted. Because I'm good at giving and receiving messages over the internet. You send me a message and I say, I will one up that message. There were 6 white vehicles in the driveway. So on, I guess it was before I left. It was last week sometime. Here, they had, I don't even know. Honestly, I don't even know. I don't want to do the research, but let's say an actual white supremacist meeting in my neighborhood. Oh, Space Goody. You guys got to come to Truro. Check this out. It's the best. I still feel super safe all the time, even though, like I said, I heard there was a drive-by, and there was like some sort of nationalist meeting. So here's what I thought, and here's what I knew. I didn't know much, thought most of it. There was a, what did they call it? An inclusion festival, I think it was, diversity something or other. But basically, I thought just down the road where I went yesterday for like Canada Day stuff, same place, library, police station, farmers market, in a nice little square. It's all wholesome. It's all good. I thought, hey, there's the multicultural, there's the inclusion festival. definitely have to go check that out. Probably going to be a bunch of nice people being inclusive and friendly, and definitely going to be some good different kinds of food. I would imagine something worth checking out, especially since it's literally like a 4 minute walk down the street. Then you start seeing posts about, hey, but the blah 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 blah, and the rally and protest, and then the inclusion, and then protest, and then the whatever. I'm like, I don't know what's going on. Is three things happening? Are people protesting inclusion? And I'm just not quite putting it together, even though I'm like, I think I have a vague idea of what's going on, but it's, when something seems too big and crazy in your head, you're like, well, that's obviously not what's going on. So I don't know. Just before it was happening, I'm like, instead of checking this out, I'm just gonna go to the gym instead. Maybe go for a walk or something. I have a weird feeling that part of town just isn't gonna be as fun as I think it's gonna be. So then, like the next day, my friend Nellie, who lives here in town, is like, "Hey, did you go to the thing?" And however she said it, I'm just like, "Wait, what?" So so what was that thing? Like, was it a protest against happiness and then a protest against people protesting happiness? And she's basically like, "Yeah, kind of. Like, basically that's what it is." So the three-letter name group, I don't remember what it was, and I definitely don't know what it stands for. They were having a rally first, I think. So they're basically Nazis or just white supremacists, whatever they are. They're not inclusive of things. So they're all about no one's worthy, everyone's garbage, and we're hate mongers. Like, okay. So as a response, and I guess they're like a political party, so they get to do stuff like that. Like, hey, no, we're here to rally for our party. It just so happens we're evil, but you still have to accept us because we did all the paperwork. So we're legally evil, huh? Legal evil. Here we go. So a bunch of good people. My friend Brant, who I don't really see that often, but he's in town. He's a part of a lot of the artsy things, a lot of the things that go on in this town, and I know that he was there because he posted the thing after the fact that led me to believe, like, okay, yes, this definitely wasn't a good fun time. Because he was like, hey, if you look at this article in the paper or whatever it is, I'm the one like in front screaming in that guy's face about how he's garbage. Like, okay, cool. I definitely wasn't in the mood to go screaming at people or get screamed at by people. But yeah, organizationally, as how the things came to be on the same day, etc., was exactly that. We're gonna have a bad guy party. Like, cool. Well, we're gonna have a good people party. Well, we're not gonna be too nice about that. Well, then guess what? This other group is gonna protest you. So there was like hate, protest against hate, and in the middle, everyone's equal party. And that's how I pictured it, like that. Like, I very much pictured it like the Always Sunny in Philadelphia episode where there's the I believe it was the abortion episode, and somewhere in the middle is Mac and Dennis climbing over fences to whoever's the most up for doing stuff. So that was that. I don't know. Again, like, I avoided it. Sounds like in the news it was quite volatile, but in the end nobody got hurt, I guess. I don't know how I'm supposed to feel about things. But that's not so much a story as it is just competing with Space Goonie and her stories. How dare you? How dare you try to tell me a story of wacky neighbors? How dare you? Actually, does he have a little collar that comes in and then the thing? I don't know. We'll look after and see how far off this is. Oh, you saw a white truck? Well, let me tell you this quick story that I already told you guys, but to any of the new people listening there, um, I went to go pick up either these shirts or some books that I ordered, whatever it was, 60 dinosaur books, from the post office. And the lady was like, "Oh, I didn't finish processing these yet. Like, come back in about 2 hours." Like, all right, cool. I'll do that. If I'm going to do that, I might as well get some food, kill some time, and just kind of started driving and wasn't really thinking about where I was going to go get food. And then started heading towards one of my favorite pizza places by my old apartment and was like, good idea. So, got some pizza, got some salad. Not an amazing story. Not at all. But this is where we get our urgency. This is the ticking clock that every story needs. I've got hot pizza. I've got cold salad. I want the hot pizza to be hot. I want the cold pizza to... Nope. I want the hot pizza to be hot, and I want the cold salad to stay cold when I get home, eat it, and then go to the mail. Normal, reasonable thoughts. You're driving in your car, you're at an intersection, there's like two, let's call them weird dirtbags in the car in front of you. And I don't know, maybe I'm watching, maybe I'm judging, just the way they're, I'm gonna say, just lackadaisically smoking in the car. It just kind of just seems like, hey, we don't care about nothing. But I'm just like, is that a kid in the backseat of the car? Like, I know you guys don't care about nothing, but is that a kid? Kind of going back and forth, like the light is hitting, like I just can't quite figure out what's in the backseat of that car. Is it a kid or a dog? Because it's definitely taking up a lot of space, but the light, like the reflection, whatever, it's just not allowing me to figure out what species of thing this is. And then it like the head kind of comes up and around to a point where I'm like, is that a cow? Like that dog definitely looks like a cow in the back seat. Like, I should almost take a picture of this because it looks like there's a cow in the back seat of this little 4-door regular sedan car. But then it looked at me. Then it wasn't just kind of 3/4 back, hard to register. Like, that's definitely a dog, because why would it be a cow? Like, hey, idiot. It's not a cow in the car. Why would you think there's a cow in the car? There's no cows in cars. That's just not a thing. And then, hey, here's my big crazy dinosaur cow head just looking at you, at me. And I'm like, yeah. That's definitely a cow. Now, it's definitely not a full-grown cow. But a calf is still bigger than 6 dogs. And this thing was still, like, I mean, all cow head, all the time. So that's when I realized it is in fact a cow, and I do need to take a picture of a cow. Of this half-blown cow. But the light changed and the cow was all over the place. He wasn't looking at me anymore. He wasn't giving me a good photo opportunity. But whatever, we still got some time. I only live a few blocks away. That's plenty of time to get a picture of a cow in the backseat of a car. There's going to be some stop signs. There's going to be some crosswalks. They're going to have to stop. But people with a cow in the back seat of their car, they don't care about nothing. They don't care about nothing. They clearly have somewhere to go with that cow, or they stole a cow. Like, hey, Curtis, they're obviously taking their cow to the vet, right? And yeah, I believe that. Except the agricultural college, anything to do with a sick cow, I would say would be in the complete opposite direction that we were going, and all of the vets are also in another direction. So I'm just like, I don't know. Seemed like they were taking that cow to the highway. I don't know how well a cow does at highway speeds. I'm assuming the back seat of that car is just a reprehensible write-off to the world. No more friends for you guys. At least not ones that are going to go for a drive with you or ever set foot in your car. But like I said, it was only a few blocks, and I ran out of time. The cow wouldn't look at me. The car wouldn't stop. Then there was my apartment. Gotta make a choice. Do I just go home and forget about seeing a cow in the backseat of a car? Yeah, that's what you're supposed to do. You go home. I saw a cow in a car. Whatever, go on with your life. Or do I say, let's just follow them a little bit. There's another set of lights. I'll definitely get them there, and then I'm done. Then I'll whip back around, and we're all good. I won't have had to follow a car with a cow in the back seat for very long. Just for a sec, just for a minute, just for a second. Like literally one more block, and I've got them. I've got the photo that I need to prove that everything is crazy in the world. But they do not care. They're just like, all right, like it's a green, but they still have to kind of stop at this intersection, or it's red, but they still have to stop for at least 3 seconds before they keep going. There's like nothing stopping them, but they're just like, just stop and go. Like, wow, again, like I don't know, you guys are not driving like there's a cow in the back seat. I feel like I would be driving much slower. I've got a pizza and a salad on my seat, and I'm driving while I've got a wild animal in the back seat. Like I don't want to upset this, and also really worried. Like not worried. I'm just like I'm not following you along because, like I said, I still want this pizza to be hot, and I want the salad to be cold, and time is of the essence. At that next intersection, there's a police car. Just chilling there, no big deal. Except if you're in the middle of following somebody. Now, didn't for any amount of time think, hey, you're not the even though you're following these people right now, they still have a cow in the backseat of the car. So if the cop does go, hey, something weird's going on, your odds are that I'm not the one that's going to get pulled over. They are, but because I'm doing something weird, I'm just like, this is over. Like this is already over. They whipped around the next corner so fast. I'm like, I want to go home and eat. This is bananas. And again, just seeing cops while you're in the middle of following people, really reminds you that you're following people. That you need to make some changes in your life. So I went home and ate pizza, drew weird pictures. Let's get a bigger marker here. Hey, how guapo? What you do? What you do? When you're the Al Wapu. Are you the first? Are you the second? Are you good? Or are you great? 'Cause you know you're Al Wapo number 98. Motherfucker. There we go. Other follow-up stories. Fawn Mud Kip 545. Fawn Mudkip. Fawn Mudkip. Fawn Mudkip. Cause there's a fawn and there's some mud. And hey, there's my friend Kip. What you doing, Kip? Don't you slip on that mud and fall into a fawn. What? Pat's got emotes now. Totally forgot. Cool corgi. Corgi as in the dog? Corgi Pembroke? Talking about this guy? Or this guy? Cause it's a Pat emote. Oh, snaps. Yes, Liv. My refrigerator is running. Is your nose running? Refrigerate. Thanks, Farmud. There's a lot more drags over on the Instagram. All right, let's get a slightly bigger brush. This is gonna take my whole life. That's a smaller brush. Brush pen, brush pen. I hope you're the right brush pen. So, I do that. I have to go catch it. It's not running that well. Liberty. So anyway, updates on adventures in Just Try to Live Here. So last week we covered the fact that the police showed up at my door and were like, "Hey, do you know where this girl is? Is she here? Are you holding this girl?" And I'm like, "No." Of course, he didn't say it that way, so I wasn't terrified at the time. Oops. So whatever, that was weird. Things happen. Police are looking for people, and I don't know where these people are. But how could I possibly find out more information without looking on the internet or leaving this room full of windows that looks out in judgment at the rest of the town? How indeed. Oh, what's that? Oh, the neighbors are just going to scream more information to me. They're technically on the phone, but for some reason they're screaming as if they're talking directly to me indoors with the windows closed. A little emoji you can use with watch time throughout Mixer. That stuff to write can't erase. The Corey thing. I almost never look at Mixer. So if Mixer's added something else, I have no idea what it is. I'll have to go check out my Mixer stream, I guess. So yeah, the police ask about some girl. I don't know. I don't realize they think that I'm keeping her captive in here until much later. And then Oh man, yeah, it's super time to replace this, I think. Taco. Oh, I see. You're posting emotes and I can't see them because I'm not looking on Mixer. But on Mixer, everyone can see these. I assume a taco emote probably. I'm old and crazy. I don't know anything. I want to say it was almost the next day, but maybe it was a few days later. I just start hearing screaming, just yelling, like just blatant, just hard, loud scream yelling. Thanks, a black hat. And what this lady is screaming is at one point she definitely screamed what I'm pretty sure was the name of the girl that the police were looking for when they came here. And then later that night or the next night, I did notice, hey, the cops are next door at the building next door, but I didn't look to see if they took anybody away. So now I realize they must have taken somebody away because this lady is now, she doesn't live there, she's just in their yard on her cell phone. Thanks for the follow, Blackheart. I'll do my best not to fart during stream. And fart, damn it. And the fun mud kip 545. Do my best to stay alive. I got thrown off by the sound effect. So anyway, this is dry enough to erase. There we go. She is screaming into her phone, and like I've said many times, many ways, like we do our best. Milo, do our best not to swear on this show. But I don't know. That's all this lady was doing. I'll give you the gist of it. But do I still have? What's wrong with you, Ripples? Thanks. So just kind of waiting for this to dry a bit so I could erase it and then add some color. But suddenly there's this screaming, just like ah, like what is happening right now? So I look out the window, I turn off the fan or turn off the music, whatever it is. Like I need to hear this, even though I don't actually need to turn anything off to hear. And she's like screaming like out towards the street, out wherever, but she's just on a cell phone, and it's like the person you're talking to probably can barely even hear this. So I basically hear, like, you know, how can you allow this? Like she's a horrible person. And just, you know, very visceral swear words. She's just the worst. How are you going to let that lady of the night around my grandchild? So, I think that I don't know. My best guess is she was on the phone with her son, and her son's girlfriend or wife had her other son arrested. And I'm going to guess because of something terrible, none of these people screaming within this group, thanks, Mixer Love, or for the Mixer Love, everybody seemed like a criminal in this situation. Just like, this is how I know your son should be in jail, because you're in the driveway screaming into a phone about how you straight up want to murder and slice the throat of this girl that had your son put in jail. Now, from what I would guess is the other son did something terrible to her or tried to kidnap her. I have no idea. I couldn't imagine. But this woman is just screaming. Oh, you're just gonna let that piece of garbage, let's say, around my grandchildren, just like drop her off. Drop her off. Oh, you don't? What do you mean you're not going to drop her off? You're afraid? You're afraid of one-on-one. I want her here one-on-one. Like, what is this? This is amazing. This is amazing and terrible and awful and insane. Like, should I mean, I can't. Do I call the cops? They're screaming about going to the cops. Like, they're already half arrested. So what's next? The lady keep like I can't even tell. I have no idea how long this went on for. It felt like forever and only a minute. So she's just going on like just let's do this. Like bring her down here. I'm going to fight her now. And you know where I'm from, this part of the country, this part of the island, or the province is still very similar to the island I'm from. Where it is like, hey, how do you solve a situation? You beat somebody's face in. That's how you solve a situation. Like no, it doesn't matter. It doesn't have to be a problem. It doesn't have to be anything. It's just anything. I'm gonna fight. I'm gonna fight for my right to be a maniac. So oh, wrong one. So she's screaming, like, literally, like, why? Why won't you drop her off? Like, I'm not going to drop off my whatever this is. I can't hear his side, but I assume he's saying, like, no, I'm not going to drop her off so you can beat her up. Like, oh, why? Because I'm going to slit her throat? Because I will. I promise you I will slit her throat. Screaming this. The police station is, like, right down the street. The police are always nearby. You know, I don't know. It's just banana boats. And I'm just kind of watching and listening. Another lady in the yard, at the height of the screaming, this other lady just like drops to her knees, just like hands on her head, like, so obviously another relative, like, I can't believe this is happening. Like, okay, cool. All right. Oh, my lamp wound. I'm getting real sick of wearing a Band-Aid, but basically it just needs like one more layer of skin to finish growing back. It's really not that bad, but yeah, that one little layer of skin very easily just tears to pieces on anything like Velcro. My lampshade wound. Oy. So yeah, she's screaming, like, I can't believe this. Like, well, maybe I should come down there. Like, oh, you don't want me to come down there? Like, why? Why? Because you know I'll take her? Because you know I can take her? Like, yeah. A mom who's upset about her kid will straight up murder anything and everybody else. So no. Like, what kind of logic's going through your head, lady? So she is just at the height of just screaming literal bloody murder and, hey, come on down here and fight me. That's right, Pecroid. Space Goody requested a Muppet Baby, and I'm trying to do one from memory, but still slightly weird. And scream. Then finally, she just stops, like, "Rah! Fine, like, see everyone in court, like, we'll see what happens, like, brr, like, I can't even believe this, the crown was on her side, like, the crown was on her, you definitely must go to court a lot, because I don't even know what that means. I know that I've seen some Canadian shows that have court in them, and I'm like, I don't know what's going on here. Canadian court is crazy. It's definitely crazy and weird. But so she was rhyming off court facts and just reasons that I guess her son should be set free, even though, like I said, based on this specific escapade, some of you definitely belong somewhere. Either you need help or jail, whatever it is. So, I don't know for sure, but as near as I can tell, that's the closest thing I can get to closure on. Hey, there's like we're hunting down some girl. Can you help us? Like, no. And the other thing is, I should have used this color. Was why did they come to just my apartment and my apartment specifically? Who sent them here? Like, somebody had to make a call because they didn't go to any other apartments going, have you seen a, what about you? It was like hey, where's this lady? That's why I thought they were just looking for somebody who used to live here, and I gave them the history of the building that as I knew it, which, like I said, probably made me seem super guilty and just super weird. But I always come across super guilty and super weird in any and all situations. I give too much information for no reason whatsoever. Hey, case in point, I don't know how long this stream has been going on for, but this is what I do. I give too much information, then I make up random theme songs for my own enjoyment and somewhat Space Goonie and Pat's enjoyment. And everybody else is here for the ride. These are Tombow brush pens. They've got a brush end and a little thin smooth end. And if anybody out there works at Tombow brush pens, the Tombow Corporation, feel free to send them to me by the box load and I'll use them and talk about them all the time. Tombow brush pens. If you're not brushing with Tombow, you're wasting pen time. It's not a good commercial, but you'll send me some coffee, some copy, Tombow. Subway. Headphone. Jammed. Now, what was... Didn't make notes this week. Drove down to visit you guys. Oh, okay. I do have a story. It's not my story. I probably shouldn't tell it. I'm going to, but I'll do my best to slap it up, flip it, and reverse it so that... Yeah, I still hear from Mike White. Mike White's got his own stream, Mike White Robot, as well. I don't know if he still does the stream itself, but he just finished another comic. He's putting out a graphic novel version, I believe, about like him and his family and his like animals. Always good stuff. Ooh, I've never heard of Ohuo. Ohuhu. Copic. Ooh. Latte da. Shopping in the rich section. Yeah, usually I just also do the alcohol markers as well. Whatever I get my hands on at this point. Either good ones, generics. Sometimes you'll find some random stuff at a Winners, and I'll just get, hey, here's a bunch of awesome or half decent markers for $6. Blue. But so yeah, through the adventure that is the weekend. One thing that I learned, I should have, I don't know, I guess I already know, but back in the old days, back when I was a young cranky old man who didn't want to go out and do things and was like, I want to go home and not be out and the noise is loud. When I was that guy, not that I have changed, everybody else, all my friends, all acquaintances, everybody in the world is like, what's wrong with you? We're all young and hip and cool. Let's stay out. The music is loud and that's how we like it. Anthem rock, come on. I've got one Copic to cope with. I'll shade your sketches in one color, 3 tones, if I use it enough. And the paper is thick and not too rough. You'll get your tonal study from the Copic and me. Doo-dee-dee-dee. But yeah, I discovered, like, finally everyone is aged into the actual age you are when you're like, hey, it's 8 o'clock. Jeopardy's going to be on soon. We got to go. We have 6 cats. Excuse me. Or we got some Mario Kart to get home and play. And I'm like, I'm half tempted to be like, hey, no, don't. Everyone stay out late. Because, no, I'm going to be ready to leave in like 20 minutes too. Because, hey guys, welcome. Welcome to be a young Curtis. You made it. It only takes, 30 or 40 years, but you all made it. And blue. Oh, I think I did this in reverse, but that's fine. It's fine. There's no rules. We're just funning around with some Muppet babies, making your dreams come true. My pet babies. So, after everybody leaves, I ended up hanging out with one of my friends who I almost never hang out with, like let's say, like once a year, if that. And usually we'll start telling each other some weird stories. So I told her a bunch of weird stories that I'm not going to tell you. They are definitely not stream stories. But is her story akin to mine? A little bit. Am I going to tell hers? I sure am. But who could it be? You don't know. You don't know. All right? One of you knows that's listening right now, that's watching right now, and that's it. Only one, and you'd have to guess. I did not see an animated Gremlins prequel announcement, but I just noticed there's another Charlie's Angels, and they really are doing Ghostbusters again. And somebody thinks that a Lion King that looks like a real lion is a good idea. Who knows? Who knows? I'm sure. I don't know. I'm sure it'll be great. Just old. Like I just said 2 minutes ago, crank old Curtis for life. So, what was it? And how long have we been doing this for? Over an hour. All right. So, I'm gonna get another blue. Add a little more to this. Then we'll just do a quick fun time doodle. Or actually, maybe I'll add Nanny's pants or Nanny's socks in the background here. So, like I said, story I definitely shouldn't tell. This friend, we did okay. Basic premise, we were talking about like Plenty of Fish, Tindery, the grindery world of just like everyone's kind of weird and doing weird stuff out there, are they not? And everybody has the weirdest, craziest stories. And here are some that I've heard that are insane. Here's some that I know because I was there. And she was like, "Well, let me tell you about this one." And it's pretty clean. It's not a horrific story of filthiness. So, and a fine avocado toast to you. I'll also once again assume that that's an emote if I was on Mixer, but it just says avocado toast. Just like my meetings at work now, they used to show emotes, but now they just say words. So it's just like, feels bad, man. Feels good, man. And taco. And I'm just like, I don't know why people are, oh yeah, because I'm an old man. You're a bunch of teens with your emotes, but it's just saying words. So she tells me this story. Blah, 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 bling, 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 blah. You talk to somebody on a Plenty of Fish situation, and hey, this seems good. Like, let's hang out, or even hook up in a hookup type of situation. In whatever your imagination direction wants to go. Honey bunny, fire squirrel. A little bit more. Muppet Baby Kermit. Nanny legs were starting to look creepy to me right away. So she's like, hey, let's meet up, let's hook up, etc. So she's got a dog, and the dog's not doing too good. And when your dog's not doing too good, you don't want to leave it alone. You don't want to leave it behind. But you've already established like I'm going on this plenty of fishing date. So she has this dude in the car. They're driving around. Hey, let's go somewhere. Let's do some things. Blah, 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 blah. Let's stop in here and get some supplies, i.e., booze and drinks and snacks or whatever. So they go in there. And she goes to find some stuff. And then is like, hey, what do you think about this? And dude is like, not there. So she's looking and looking like, where did he go? The store is a little bit bigger. I better text him like, hey dog, like that's not cool, dog. Where'd you go, dog? Like, are you alive? Like, if you ditched me, just tell me so that, you know, I don't have to call the police and say like a human just completely disappeared. I got to do investigations. And he had enough decency to write back and be like, oh, okay, cool, yeah, I'll tell you. I'll tell you that I'm gone and why I'm gone. Like, okay. Now, before I tell you his reason, maybe I can spoiler alert it with, did I mention the fact that the dying dog smelled like a dying dog in the car? So there's just a wretched, just stench enveloping this date, not making it sexier for sure, I would assume. So he texts back, like, yeah, no, that smell it's too much, and it's killing me, and I had to just go. I just started walking away from it, basically, and, you know, sorry, super sorry. That's nuts, and I gotta go. So, of course, you know, being the star of that movie, that particular story, it is her story, is just like, whoa, who does this go, whoa, beep, ba, 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 ba. Hey, friend, hey, my good friend, normal friend in life, like, this just happened to me, kind of like, make me feel better, and that friend, was a good, normal person, because she said what I would say, you know that you know what you did was wrong, right? Like, yeah, you don't want to leave your dog alone. Don't leave your dog alone. Of course you. What? It's not like the dog wasn't like on us. It wasn't like, you know, snuggling up to us or anything. Like, it was, oh, you know, it's. And I chimed in and agreed. Like, listen, hey, you were both wrong. He was wrong. He handled it poorly. Should have been like, oh, you know what? This is crazy. This is clearly a rough time. Whatever else is going on, I'm sure you'd like to be with somebody. You should go be with somebody you know that can help you through this dying dog situation. And also, olfactorily speaking, it's killing me and I gotta go. Like, at least just be like, hey, I gotta go. Instead of, you know, just straight up disappearing mid-conversation. But then, yeah, it's just like, but also, it's definitely your fault because I don't have a whole lot of rules. I try not to date people just because that universe is insane. But the text just threw me off. I'll have to cover that in a second. But I'm like, yeah. This is wicked. Good rule of thumb. Don't bring dying things with you if you're going to go try to make new friends, or especially if it's a date, especially if you're trying to hook up in some way. No carcasses. But since it's a little vignette, a story from the movie that is your adventurous life, now we both kind of have a story. And who knows? I'm sure she's telling some of the stories I told her to some people, hopefully not on the internet, and not with any sort of, tells so people know, like, oh, you're talking about Curtis. Like, yeah, of course. But still, fun story. I'm in an Xbox party and the music they're playing is Asian. I am sad. But the music is not bad. It's probably just more poppy and way too fast. and non-stoppy while you're trying to play and you'd like to listen to the music you're used to listening to. That song fell apart, but it was still a song for you. Oh, snaps. And a bit of texture while I get a message. Who could it be from? Oh, Masavenia. So like I just said, only one person will know who the story is about. I just got a message from the one person who knows who the story is about saying, oh my god, so-and-so did that. And that's right. You are correct, sir. You just won yourself a mug. Oh, come on now. But I'm sure I had a bunch more stories. What time is this? And things. Like I said, I don't know. I'll be at the market. I've got lots of Jeff Goldblum dinosaur shirts of varying degrees of pridefulness, complete lack of pride. They're just all about dinosaurs, different heads at society6.com/no-such-thing as grown-ups, or just go to no-such-thing-as-grown-ups.com. Ooh, I mean this way, and check out all the things. I have a good day, fun Mudkip. Do, fun Mudkip. Yeah, no, there's no words to the A-Team song. I'm just trying to think, what are the... No, it's just da-da-da-da, ba-bum-bum, ba-da-ba-ba, ba-ba-da-da-da. Thought I just realized something there, but I did not. Never mind. And a fine Coffee Cup Panda to you. Alright, I want to do one more quick doodle, actually. Another show that I may know, that I can guess, and try to, from within, flow a drawing without looking for reference. And now sing the theme to Muppet Babies? I feel like I just only remember that first part, and I think I'm combining many parts to the middle, or into one line. Thanks. Fun Mudkip recommends this channel to all their friends. Come on by and we'll draw some stuff, and then we'll solve some crimes, maybe. Cause we're the Muppet Babies, will make your dreams come true. Muppet Babies, we'll do the same for you. And then there's something about like, when it's getting dark and scary, all our monster friends are hairy. Miss Piggy's very wary, and Scooter's not. SpongeBob, he's the 90s. He's practically new. That's from my adulthood. I was already animating as an animator when SpongeBob became a thing. Holy. But I've never really drawn SpongeBob, now that you say. I'm obsessed. Love the Bob. Run with us. We have passion in our eyes. Run with us. Cyril's sneer. Sponge with us. We've got things we want to wipe. Sponge with us. We must clean. Oh wait, I'm just drawing regular SpongeBob. This isn't weird SpongeBob. Ah, silly cat. Tricks are for kids. Spongy Bob lives in a pineapple under the sea. Spongy Bob, Squidward, we. Patrick is a starfish friend, you see. Squidward and Sandy. Beep, boop, bop, boop, 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 bop, bop. Cyril Sneer. And a dog with a crazy heart. No, he's got a star around his neck. Cause he lives in a pineapple under the sea. Who lives there? You must see. Bikini Bottom, what? Bikini Bottom. And a lobster who's all jacked up. Inflatable muscles for this pup. Karate challenge. Catching fish made of jelly. Again, SpongeBob is already so weird that I don't know. Still not weirding him up at all. I have a feeling I probably would really like the new Child's Play. Like, out of all, like, I didn't watch horror movies. I avoided all of them, but when you got some nice animatronics, when you got some nice puppetry and stuff like that, it's hard for me not to watch. And I say nice puppetry for the time, of course. Yeah, maybe someday I'll figure out how to mount this camera in a way where it doesn't bounce around. There was a while like this was so nice and solid that no matter what, if I could shake the whole table around and it wouldn't move. But it's just too much. It's just too much. Guess I could go to the internet and find something that works better. Absorbent and yellow, and porous is he, SpongeBob SquarePants, who lives in a pineapple under the sea. SpongeBob SquarePants. Absorbent, yellow, and porous. That's all I can remember. That's all I can remember. If nautical nonsense be something you wish, SpongeBob SquarePants. Drop on the deck and flap like a fish, SpongeBob SquarePants. Though I know I should be wary, still I venture someplace scary. SpongeBob, SquarePants. Why can't I remember how... Does color just go all the way around? Yeah, probably. Just slap some markers out here, see how this looks. In a lifeboat designed for 10, 10 only, but anything that's systematic will get you fated. And it's not a thing that you want to hear on a Titanic as it sinks. While the band plays on and the lifeboats were filling up strong. Whoa. All I wanna do is stab someone, and I got a feeling Scarecrow's one of them. All she wants to do is stab someone while you're unsuspecting on the Santa Monica Boulevard. Who we stabbing? Spongy Boy? Spongy Boy SquarePants? Cause if you got a knife, hey, don't stab your wife. If you got a gun, don't have any shooting fun. Just chill and relax and watch some cartoons and try to murder any dumb buffoons, even though it seems like they deserve to die. Somebody's thinking the same about this guy. I don't know. But the old way I used to end the my old stream, my old YouTube show, one of my old podcasts, can't remember which, was, hey, don't stab anybody. Yeah, I think it was morning everybody for the most part. Do you think this is Fortnite? Is this Fortnite? I mean, I haven't played Fortnite in a little while. But it doesn't look like this. I hate to break it to you. Somebody's wicked lying to you if this is what you think Fortnite looks like. Or you're trying to instigate a Fortnite theme song. No, sleep till Fortnite. Wow, wow. I hear those toasty boys stay up till 12:15. 12:15. They'll be quite sleepy and irritable. Quite sleepy and irritable indeed. What kind of eyebrows do you got? These. Cause he's got starch in his collar. And he doesn't mean to flirt, but he's got himself a super square shirt. Just like his pants. He's not ready for romance. He just wants your fish. Oh, Black Belt Jones, yes. That's a classic adventure for sure. I'm writing that down. Oh, hey, new postcards. Come by the Truro Market. Give you some new postcards. Slightly redesigned the thing. Thanks again, Blackheart. Sure, we'll cross paths. I'll just write it on this. I'm gonna write Black Belt Jones. Now, correct me if I'm wrong, old Johnny C. The third. Black Belt Jones is the movie where I vaguely remember a bunch of it, but it is the one with all of the windows, right? Where it's just like, I'm going to throw every person on this train through every single window or bus, whatever it was, but it was just window, window, window. We spent an afternoon doing that once. Like, let's watch this again. What's going on? And you say, no. Like, this is the greatest. We have to watch this again. And not until, I was watching a thing about some martial arts movies, and he popped up in another one, and they mentioned the whole Black Belt Jones thing. But yeah, that's like if it is the movie I'm thinking of, which I believe it is. There's a sequence where they're jumping on trampolines to spray paint over the security cameras. But then, if you know, but does anybody? Hey, let's learn new words today. It's defenestration. Yeah, defenestration. Defenestration means throwing something through a window or a person through a window, I think. And this movie has got an epic sequence of defenestration. Even weirder, cannot for the life of me remember why that word came up in my life for the first time, but I remember it being just like somebody in the world explaining it to me and just me thinking, why do you know that? Why is there a word for that? Everything about this is insane. And it kind of stuck in my head. And then it somehow like just came up. Like I feel like the word came up and then it's just like, hey, either I said, is it Black Belt Jones? And whoever it was, it must have been James, was like, oh yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about. And then we watched that scene through YouTube or something. But then recently, again, and I'm thinking that, I bet this is where he got the word from, because he's the kind of person that would watch this. But on QI, I was watching some old episodes, and they brought up the word defenestration. I was like, what? How can such a crazy word keep coming up, at least in relation to me? I don't know. But it's a super fun word. Because those trampoline hotties, they got Gotties. Nope, that doesn't go anywhere. Because there's hotties on the trampoline. They're doing what they can to stay clean. They're hiding the tracks with spray paint. And they're gonna kick you right in the taint. All snaps, and here we go. It's a crazy Black Belt Jones brawl. You know, that's a weak shoddy rhyme. And there's Spudgy Boy Skipper Pimps. I feel like he's looking a little more like a piece of cheese. But that's okay. That's okay. I'm alright. You ain't got to worry about me. You know, gopher. This ain't no country club either. This is Trey. All I want to do is have a little fun before I die, says the man sitting next to me. Oh, okay. One last little thing. One last little nit to pick. And again, it's one of those things that don't matter. None of them do. Whenever I complain about something, it doesn't actually matter. I don't actually care. It's just, hey, let's make an observation about this before moving on our way. But there's this dude, this guy. I've seen him. I think he lives in my building. I'm not sure. Or he comes and goes and knows somebody in my building. Either way, he's definitely like super workout guy. I feel like if it's the same person, I've seen him like with some girl, like, hey, yeah, like normally I drink this much protein before I even leave the place, let alone blah blah blah. Like, and she's like, okay, yeah, like I'm just drinking this as much fast as I can, like it's fine. She was clearly like super worked out as well, but he was like definitely no, like you're not at my level yet, and this isn't going to work out unless you get to my level. I say that, but they both seemed equally enthused about their gymming or whatever. This wasn't at the gym. This was just in the street. They walked by me, and I'm like, wow, these people are super into it. So, that being said, speaking of looking great, Space Goody, some people, I've noticed, people who have attained a certain level of muscularity and fitness have decided that yeah, this is what fashion is now, and I'm gonna wear that. And I don't know. I don't watch the young people today, but they don't seem to be dressing like this. Only people who are like, I've got a pile of muscles right now. I'm super in shape, and I'm just like I'm a big, good-looking dude or whatever. Therefore, I can pretty much pull off anything, right? And technically, yes, to a lot of people, you can pull off anything. Go for it. But what that means is usually, hey, you have the muscle or the body to wear any t-shirt, basically. You know, when I wear most t-shirts, it's like, hey, there's a guy with a t-shirt hanging on him because he's all bones. Like, okay, that's fine. All right? Some t-shirts like, hey, that looks great. And I got like an audible response from one lady who was just like, I don't think she realized my headphones weren't on yet. And she turned, and I got a like, and almost like a cat noise or whatever. I'm like, that was bordering on harassment, lady, but I'm gonna keep pretending that I can't hear you and keep going. But yes, I agree. This shirt makes me look amazing. And anyway, so I know that people with, you know, crazy muscles, just like really, really well built, they could just pick out any shirt and it's just like, great shirt. Doesn't matter what it is, you nailed shirt wearing or anything. All right? We've laid that down. That's on the table. This guy, I see, and I'm just like, I don't know. I don't know what's going on, but it's just a fit person thing. It's just a fit person thing. It's not, hey, I'm wacky and creative. Here's my wacky and creative outfit that I put together, that I made some of it. No, this is like, those are probably $85 socks, aren't they? Aren't they? And I mean, I don't know. I don't know. No, they're not workout clothes. If they were workout clothes, Space Goons, then yes, justification is had. But it's just like, all right, you got some sneakers on? They're weird looking. Nothing I can do about that. Most sneakers look kind of weird. Hard to get sneakers that I'm like, yeah, I think these are fine and not super crazy. So they're a little bit like spacey, McClowny, crazy. Like that's too many colors, and those colors definitely don't go with anything that you wear or own. I'm sure of it. I'm just sure of it. So then, let's say kind of dark-ish sneakers with some random colors, and then these green socks, which were, I'm going to say, non-clothing green, just gross green. Probably, I don't know, somewhere in there. Dark Kermit skin green. And I don't know, it's my own fault for looking and trying to just understand things for too long. But then, those socks, now, I don't know, I've lived in a world where, hey, you wearing long socks? Like, yeah, but I still, like, roll them down so I don't look crazy, right? In shorts? Unacceptable. Okay, cool. Thank you, friends, for making me feel unacceptable. I got short socks to wear with my sneakers or shoes or whatever when I'm wearing shorts. I look good, normal, and acceptable. Like, yes, good job. It only took you many years. Like, yeah. Get off my back, dudes. Get off my back. But now that I've succumbed to their rules, to the rules of all the other people and the, hey, don't wear dumb socks, that puts me in another bracket of, well, now you got to judge other people lest ye be judged. So yeah, he's got these socks like wrenched halfway up his legs. Like this is like a fashion choice. I think this is like a fashion choice. I'm pretty sure it's wrong. I know I'm wrong. I know that somewhere 7 people are gonna be like, oh my god, so great. The socks pulled up, like, oh, that's the best thing. You probably walked by some dumb old man who thought it was dumb. And he did, and it was me. So, whatever. Crazy socks, not even crazy socks, just dumb, ugly socks, pulled way high. And it's just like, you got all those muscles, why are you wrapping a dumb old sock around them? Like, fine, your life, not mine. And then, I didn't memorize everything, but then there was, I got so focused on the socks that I lost all faith in everything. But then, okay, the shorts were, again, they didn't go with anything. They were just like, these are not workout shorts. These must be fashion shorts. And all I can think is somebody made a lot of money into tricking people into thinking that these are fashion shorts, because they're not. They just, and I say they're not, but they look like, when you do see those clips, when you do see those shows, when the news is like, and check it out, on the runway again, famous, fancy, rich fashion guy dressed up a bunch of people. Look at them. They're beautiful people in what might as well be Muppet Baby outfits. They might as well be wearing weird little sailor suits. Like, what's up with these weird looking shorts, these weird looking socks, and these weird looking shirts? Everything about it is weird and doesn't seem like, yes, it's artistically speaking, here's a little fashion art show, but none of you can wear these outfits outside of this place without being, I don't know, just made fun of by all of your friends, strangers, everybody. This just looks ridiculous. So then it's just the whole way up, from sneakers to shirts. I'm just like, I wish you were my friend so that I could, in a fun way, make fun of you. Like my friends, in a fun way, made fun of me until I slightly changed how I dressed and decided to stick with this system here. But it gets so hot. I need some short socks. Also, yeah, I believe, the shirt wasn't was it a tank top? It was something between tank top and something else as well, where I'm just like, I don't know what's going on here. I don't know what's going on here. But I know this is all about letting a lot of muscle hang out, and that's fine. Go for it. Because I've seen the same guy. I've seen him walking like, hey, I'm out with the dog or I'm doing whatever. Like, hey, there he is shirtless with like a pair of shorts. And I don't know, maybe no shoes, maybe no socks, but whatever it is, like, I've seen you look like an acceptable person. And now I feel like you're trolling me over here. But yeah, still, you gotta not rolling down your socks. How do you? You're just gonna walk around with them wrenched up like that? It's a warm day. You can't feel those. All right, people are strange when they're strangers. When you're a stranger, people be strange. Color the brown part. Instead of the Alright, color the white part instead of the brown part. But who cares? He's Discount SpongeBob. You find him at the dollar store. He doesn't cost much more. But he's a bootleg and he's the wrong colors. He's fake SpongeBob. He doesn't have a burger job. He's just crazy enough to lose. He's fake SpongeBob and he's drunk on the booze. SpongeBob SquarePants. Anyway, Ripley, we almost done? Alright. Ripley? Can I switch cameras anymore? What'd you do? Hey, it's been a long road getting from there to here. We drew some weird stuff, and now it's time to disappear. There's a path you take and a path not taken, but the choice is up to you, my friend. There's a road ahead that you might awaken to a brand new life around the bend. I don't know what I'm talking about. But Samantha, Angela, Jonathan, same time, same bat channel, same bat time. Next Tuesday, 8:30, my time. I don't know what your time zone is. I don't care what your time zone is. That's up to you to look up. We all got your Google. You just type what time is 8:30 in my time zone, and it will tell you. You can write it in the most obscure way possible. And one of these days we'll get back to playing some games and doing some more things. I don't know. You get busy, you make a t-shirt, you try to update websites, you try to help your new friends turn a book into a movie. Not make a movie, but like film the book. Anyway. It's been a while. Alright, I got some paper here. That says Black Belt Jones on it. I'm gonna waste another postcard. Let's do countdown. It's been a while. Let's play countdown. Full Johnny C demands this. Then it shall be. Let me just find a Sharpie. Hello, Sharp. There you are. If you're new and you haven't been here before, sometimes we play no such thing as cats. Nope. No such thing as grown-ups does cats does countdown, and we I give you 9 random letters, vowels and consonants, and then I throw 30 seconds on the clock, which I do have, and you try to come up with the longest word. So let me find my random letter generator. The first letter. Oh, let me switch cameras. The first letter is going to be Y. Why? Because you like to play games. Next letter. J. Because John suggested we play a game. L. Because it's just for the L of it. What? Yeah, I can do this all day. P? Can't do this all day. I just peed the paper. Didn't like that one. I didn't like that one. E. That was gross. F. Oh. These letters are as random as F. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I got 6. We need some more vowels for sure. O. Oh, hey, another letter. 2L and a Y. All right, I'm gonna try and find another vowel. Give me another random vowel, random vowel. A, random vowel, come on. Random letter, random vowel. Random vowel, random vowel. This is giving you guys a lot more time to work with what's there. It's kind of cheating. Seriously? Come on now. Give me a vowel. Give me a vowel. U. U is the next vowel. U. Better make a big word. And T. Mister. All right. And then I'll have to get back to my... Oops, something went wrong. Oh, you... Okay. I'm going to assume my chat is working again. Just had to reload it. See what happens. Clock. 30 seconds. To make the longest word you can. I've got a 6. That's definitely not a word, but it's a good one. Yeah, I feel like 4 is the best I can do. Chipmunk's got a 3. Jotty C's coming in with Jolt Cola for 4. Pat and the Chipmunks are competing against each other with a 3. Space Goonie's got a Pouty. P-O-U-T-Y. P-O-U-T-Y. All those letters are there. That's a 5. Jet. Maybe that's not right. Pet. Wait, what? No, jet. Yeah. Jet is a word. And the Chipmunks. So far, Space Goody's the winner, I think, today of both mugs. So Pat's got a drink out of his hands. Yeah, defeating reigning champion Old Johnny C. With Pouty. Oh wait, yeah, Pouty's not a word. Is it? Pouty. Is there like a GH in there? Pooty? 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 I'm gonna Google Pouty. Or Pooty. See what comes up here. Wait, give me another. P-O-U-T-Y. Oh, where did it go? Yep. Space Goonie wins. Pouty's a word. Of course, I came up with felt up, I think. F-E-L-T-U-P. Alright? Felt up. Pretty sure that's not a word. And yeah, pelt was the only other word I could come up with. But it's fun to yell when you lose. So that's that game for this week. It's almost 10:30. That's 2 hours. 8:39. Wait, yeah, 2 hours. And am I forgetting anything? Yeah, that's about it. Remember, there's a podcast over on Spotify. It's basically like this, except I talk to Moxie Fox. We do a bunch of improv if you need improvised craziness. And there's a bunch of different books available at nosuchthingasgrownups.com that I made. There's some stuff that Tara made. And I think that's everything. I think that's all. See if that's something I need to include. Moxie Fox can't make comments without it pausing the stream. Oh yeah, you're watching it on that iPad? That iPad can't watch streams, you crazy? Oh my god, that thing can barely check emails. Idiot. Anyway, see everybody next Tuesday, 8:30, or 2 hours from whatever time it is now in your, or 2 hours ago, from whatever time it is now in your time zone. Don't forget to follow on Instagram, because that's where pictures go. And that's what matters to me. And I love it there. Follow all the things and share. Good night and Godspeed, little sexy dinosaurs. Where's the credits, Ripley? Hey, sweet angel. Can I remember what button is the credits? It's number 3. Thanks. Get out your books and turn on your reading light. It's time for bed. It's late at night. Just fall asleep with your Grishams and Stephen Kings and your other scary things. Ding ding dings. That's a cop-out on a rhyme. It is true, but I don't care at all. I'm just winding down the time for you. I know I can't sing, and that's my belly making